Hello, fellow guest whites. This is Abhay Kekre here, mech 1995. I'm delighted to be given the opportunity to speak about another guest white who has a very special place in my life, Vinu Varghese. Vinu is one of those people who are gifted and blessed. He's an amazing singer, a wonderful sportsperson, and very good in his studies, and a very culturally and socially active person. But there's one quality about him which I think really defines him as a person and as a human being. His ability to soak in and assimilate the culture of wherever he is and mold himself to the people around him. Uh, a person from Kerala who grew up in Nagaland and then came to Jain for his graduation, went on to Bombay for his post-graduation, for his job, to Bangalore, and now in Geneva. And I'm sure this quality of his is, helping him succeed wherever he has gone. And it was this quality, I think, which made him, and all his talents, which made him a very uh, endearing person to not only our batch, but to some of our juniors and seniors. In fact, if we run a poll, he may end up being one of the favorite persons from 1995 across batches. He has that sort of fan following. Vinu and I, we share a lot of wonderful memories from our college days and a few after that as well. Some random memories which I'd like to share with you would be, it would have been our first few days in college, maybe the third or fourth day in college. There was a knock at the door of our class. We were having a free period and we were rounded up, lined up, and asked to march out of the college, obviously at third button. And along the way, we heard some of the seniors talking about, let's take these guys to the hostel and, you know, speak to them. Vinu would have been maybe just ahead or behind me. I can't remember. I think he was behind me, and he started describing what it meant if we ended up in the hostel. And I can assure it wasn't a very pleasant thought. And he was not doing, a great deal of help by describing what it would end up as being. But luckily, it did not go that way, and we were split up and then asked to go our own ways. But I think that's how I probably remember my first meeting with Vinu. After that, we sort of got along very well. I remember spending a lot of time in his hostel room. I think it was the first room on the first floor when we entered. And he, along with Sanjay Sharma, are some of my favorite people from that, from that time. And then our times in Meghdut Dhaba, the farewell we gave our senior batch. It's an iconic farewell, and the Meghdut guys consider it a turnaround because we have some very talented individuals in our batch, Vinu being one of them. Some excellent singers, some percussionists, some guys who can play the guitar. And we ended up hosting an orchestra over there, and it was such an amazing evening. A lot of the other guests came in and, participated and watched us play and sing and dance. And these guys were right at the center of it. Then our engineering tour, Vinu singing songs in the train. Subsequently, Vinu and I, we ended up doing our post-graduation in Bombay. We traveled together for exams and spent a couple of years over there. I remember visiting Vinu in Bangalore when he was in Infosys and had an amazing time. I have some photographs from that time when we went to Bangalore. But one memory which is very, very important, and I'm sure Vinu will appreciate it. I was the person who introduced him to Ganne Ka Ras. And he has some very fond memories. He loved it. It's his favorite drink, if I may. Right? So, English sir, if you get a chance, please do ask him if he misses Ganne Ka Ras from Ujjain. Yeah. So, Vinu, you're an amazing person. I wish you all the success life can give you. Do well. Keep the Gesu flag high. Keep the Gesu flag high, and do very well wherever you are. Okay. Take care.